Ah, we live. Adrian Nyce back at it again. Mouthin Out, Charlotte, North Carolina. Who am I here with today?
You don't know my name, bro.
I know your name, but I want you to introduce yourself, bro.
Sometimes it's Biggz.
Sometime. And the other
Sometimes they
time,
call me Brian.
okay.
You know, either one.
Biggz in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Um,
What's
we
happening?
we at IMU Studios, right in the Music Factory. How you feeling, bro?
Man, I feel good, bro. I feel real good, man. I can't complain at all, brother.
Look, appreciate you for tapping in with me. Y'all taking y'all time to come to our space,
Yeah.
sit down with me, et cetera, et
You can
cetera.
thank royalty for that. She sent me y'all page and I
Hey,
tapped in, you feel me?
appreciate the alley.
For
Yo.
sure.
All right. So, for those of you who do not know you, in a nutshell, let's break down who you are and what you do.
My name is Biggz. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, by way of Norfolk, Virginia. And I produce, I engineer, I do artist development, all types of stuff, man. I'm
Okay.
just all around just in the music industry.
And where
I
you?
carry the bags if I had to.
Hey, I like that. Um, where are you based in right now?
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
What's the music scene like over there?
It's love, bro. Norfolk. Norfolk is like my base, but my studio is in Virginia Beach. Shout out to Vips. Shout out my team over there, man. Mike, Zeke, um, all my guys, man. But the music scene is crazy. It's dope. It's growing out there too. Like it's starting to get bigger and bigger. Especially that Pharrell then bought something in the water there.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
They've
that
been a
is.
lot more involved. Timberland got he's just been out there rocking with some of the artists out there. We starting to connect. The higher ups is connecting with the locals.
So now, if I'm just somebody coming to Virginia, would you say Virginia Beach is like the music spot if I wanted to go there, or like Richmond, or like what's the city I need to tap in with? Off
Yeah,
game.
tapping with us.
Okay.
You feel me? Like Virginia, the whole Virginia is
Okay.
popping right now. Shout out my boy Monster too. He up northern Virginia. But yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, it's starting to become a hub.
That's dope.
We've been wanting it to be like that for a minute, but
Right.
now we finally got that chance. We getting those looks.
Right.
Shout out to Wild Boy and Fatty. They holding it down right now.
Right.
As far as Norfolk, it's a lot of great artists out there though. A lot of them, man. And I'm just fortunate to be in it. I've been out there for about 22 years engineering, so it's
Mm.
like I know everybody. I done recorded niggas' grandsons and sons and all of that stuff. So I just try to direct everybody in the right way. You feel me? As much as I can.
Is and so we are in Charlotte. Is this your first time in Charlotte? Or you've been here before?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
I be through Charlotte. Y'all got the best food for me
Oh,
right now. I
really?
love
Okay. I
Charlotte
love
food.
it.
I ain't never been let down in Charlotte
That's
ever,
what I'm talking about.
for
What
sure.
What's some of the biggest differences you see between Virginia Beach and Charlotte,
Um,
if any?
it's just a lot of rural areas out here, but
Right.
so it is in Virginia Beach. I don't
Right.
know. I look at everywhere the same.
Okay.
We see the same shit through different eyes. You feel me?
Mm, okay. Have you ever? So you said you've been engineering out there. You said what? How many years?
22 years. Well, producing 22 years. Probably engineering about 18.
Now, has it ever popped into your head like, dang, I need to move, or like
Yeah,
anything like
hell
that?
yeah. That always cross your mind. You like, yo, do I need to leave it? Are they gonna call me local and all that shit? But shit, 10 years in, I was like, fuck that shit. Like, why would I leave? We building. And that's
Mm,
what I always been about. Always been about building and being independent. I had my first record label at 18.
damn.
And I had about 50 artists under me. I had artists from every city of the seven
50?
cities. And then they had artists under them. So,
What?
yeah, and I was running it out my grandma's house. They kicked in my door thinking I was like going crazy with the drugs. I was hustling the shit, but the music always outweighed the hustle.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
But that's some ambition, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. 18 years old, I
Yeah.
don't think a lot of 18-year-olds are thinking like that. Where, like, why are you on that type of wave back then?
It's God for real, bro.
Mm.
Like he gave me my gift early, showed me what it was, and I ran with it.
How were you introduced to music?
Through band. I was in band when I was living in Baltimore. I was in band, and I
Mm.
was always inquisitive about like how do you put music on the radio and how that whole
Mm.
system worked. I was always big on just trying to figure out systems and how they work.
Right.
So, that started my journey.
Systems run the world.
No, for sure.
Systems run the world.
And they keep structure and systems keep everything going,
Right. So 18 years old, we got a record label, and you got artists under it. What is that like? Because I know
it was
it's
stressful,
stressful.
bro.
Yeah.
I had that. I was going to college. I had a side job.
What?
I was hustling, selling drugs. I was doing everything, and I ended up in the hospital. Like my head swelled up from the stress of it. Yeah.
Oh, so
So
what?
you talk about what?
Nigga,
He be
cause
doing
this
niggas like how I be doing
nah, cause this
niggas.
is 18. That's a pretty young age to be trying to do
Well,
all
that
of that
happened
stuff.
at like 22. Because
Okay, okay.
by the time I had
An
the record label
accumulation
for
of
about 5, 6 years. Yeah, and then I had a girlfriend too. I was moving into my first
right.
crib with her. I had my first studio. It was a lot. I was doing a lot. I was always the type of person to just do a lot
So
at
you
one
said you went
time.
to the hospital?
Yeah, I went to the hospital, but it was just stress and
Stress. What'd
I
they
was
say?
good.
They was just like, you need to chill out.
Yeah,
Type shit.
you gotta relax.
And then so from that, what did you remove or stop doing?
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah, bro.
Dang.
So I just, you just had to go back to the drawing board and figure out what was going on and what was working and what wasn't.
So now, right now, you still produce and
Yeah,
everything. You engineer too? You're
yeah,
engineer
yeah.
too, yes,
That's
of
what I
course. Yep, exactly.
engineering it like that started. That's my first love. Now, at first producing was, but engineering just overshadowed that.
So now you at an early age, just experiencing all of that, what did you learn from that you kind of apply to this or even like don't do? Like, I'm not going to do that this
Just
time.
don't fill my plate up as much with too much stuff, which I still do. We all do it, but and now I'm starting to learn how to slow down.
Right.
Slow down so you can speed up. You know what I mean? I get a lot more accomplished and I make a lot more moves when I'm just like slowing down. I can, you know, control everything a lot better. You know what I mean?
Right. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. You know what time it is? Commercial break. We'll be back right after this. Ah! 22 years of music. Now let's talk about accolades. What's some of the accolades that you feel like are notable that you want to just kind of talk about before we get into the distribution and publishing of it?
One, my kids and my family.
Mm,
I'm about to get married, so that's
congrats.
appreciate it, bro. That's a big accomplishment for me because I spend a lot of time in the studio and music always been that, but my family is my biggest accomplishment right now and building that up. But music wise, I'm a voting member of the Grammy committee.
Mm,
So that was like one that was like, okay, it's crazy.
how do you just had to apply for it or like they vet people?
Yeah, you get two recommendations. Well, I got two recommendations and I was able to get in. I had more than that though. I had about 9 or 10 of them.
That's fire.
Yeah, so you know, yeah, that's it. You just get recommended.
And
You
so
know,
what
get
comes
you in.
with that? Like what type of responsibilities or
A lot. So one, knowing music law, like the laws that's changing and always constantly going on. Going to the Grammy events, in
yes.
a lot of those events we have politicians there too, so
Okay.
they explain like different little acts and stuff like that that's coming up. Networking with other musicians that's like me and
Are
in the
the
same spaces like me.
are the Grammy events like where do they happen? Is it always in
Hey, you got
LA,
somebody
Atlanta?
calling you? That's so
No,
disrespectful.
I ain't answering. I ain't answering. I'm cutting it off. I'm
No,
cutting it
I'm
off.
just playing. I'm just
is
joking.
it in LA all the time or
No,
like
no. So we got chapters. The Grammys are
got
separated
you,
in chapters, and mine is the DC chapter.
got you.
But yeah, we had like the Grammys, be in LA or I think it was in Vegas the year
Exactly.
I went.
That's what I was asking.
And then yeah, it's but the parties, you can go to any party. So if a chapter in Chicago has a party, I can
That's
go
dope.
there. I got my black card and everything.
I was about to say they got like a certain verification
Yeah,
just
I'll show
for
you my black card after.
got the
I
black.
always show everybody my black card. I love
Okay,
that shit. That
okay.
shit play.
That's hard.
Yeah. So
That's
that
hard.
was a big accomplishment. Then when I hit billboards with Earth Gang,
Right.
their first project. Well, it was Spillage Village first project. The
Mm-hmm.
Shallow Toys for Graves or with
Mm-hmm.
Graves. Whatever. But yeah, so we hit I can't remember what number. It was, but it was for emerging artists.
Yeah.
Um, then I hit iTunes charts a bunch of times, and I hit Billboard 4 more times on a country album with my guys up north.
Do you did you get your plaques from that and
Yeah,
everything?
yeah, I got it.
So you ordered them
And
and
it
all of
took
that.
me a minute to get my plaques.
Right.
One, because I just never cared about none of the accolades. Like I
Right.
never was chasing the Grammy. I never was chasing the charts. None of that. So, but when I seen how it motivated people from my city and the people around me, and it made them want to chase more and go harder for their dream,
Right.
I was like, all right, let me start getting them. So, and then I start, I could chart anytime I want to. So, like, I know how to push the button and make stuff fly. So,
Mm.
just learning those things and applying it and helping other artists do the same thing has been a big accomplishment as well.
So you ain't got to give us the secret sauce,
Yeah.
but what is just some like tips that will help artists just to kind of get their numbers up?
Definitely building that email list. I've been building my email list for years,
I'll be
and I
preaching it.
I got over like 10,000 people on my email list just for like me personally. So building that up and really starting to build your fan base, connecting, having
Right.
a real genuine connection with your fans, starting one by one till it's like overwhelming. Then you can kind of move forward and be like, all right, I can't handle all of these people. Now you got to handle them in mass groups and stuff
Right.
like that. And then also throwing events where people can connect about you and your music. A
Mm.
lot of artists don't invite people to spaces to connect people and have conversation about their music or make a conversation about their music. They're just
Mm.
shoving it in your face like, yo, listen to this, listen to this. And you got to think it's like, what is it, 100,000 songs or 20,000 songs a day or some shit like
Right.
that. So, that's a lot. So you
Like an
got to cut
example
through
of
that static.
would be like a listening
Yeah, listening
session
parties
party,
and getting creative
something
with it.
more intimate.
Yeah,
Something like gotcha.
and then finding different ways to sell your music. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like get creative. You guys are artists. You have to get creative with making money too, and ideas to make money. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be copying the same blueprints, and then it's gonna fall off. Then it's gonna make you not want to keep doing music because you're not making the money, and you just go through this whole circle.
Cycle. Yeah.
Yeah, that cycle, and it gets it's stressful. I've been in that cycle before. So you kind of got to just remove yourself and, like I say, slow down and speed up.
I like talking to you, bro.
Hey, appreciate it,
I ain't
brother.
gonna lie.
Same here, bro.
You,
I'm loving the show, bro.
only because like I've interviewed a lot of artists, bro. Like I've conducted over 1,000 interviews, just traveling around doing short interviews, et cetera, et cetera. And so I talk to a lot of different people, but I like people that say different things and stuff
Thank you.
like that. So
Appreciate it.
I really like that. Really, you're very insightful too. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. Who are some other credits? Because I saw on the IG you got a list of credits. Who are some other people?
Um, Moneybag, yo. I just worked with Lil TJ last year. He came to the studio and recorded. Well, I haven't worked with G Herbo, but shout out my boy Zeke. He got like the some records on his new project coming up. But Herbo be at our studio at VIPs all the time.
Mm,
So that's family.
that's hard.
I have unreleased Rick Ross record, and I got 2 unreleased Gucci records. I got a record with Gucci and Ross on the same record.
Damn.
I do got that. That's unreleased.
Fire.
I worked with Timberland, over at Timberland Studio with Thomas Crown before he left Virginia Beach, and I worked on like one of the intros for Empire. I was in there helping out, and I was at that time I was a intern at the studio, so
Mm,
that was kind of cool. And then Jada Kiss. I just did a record with Project Pat last week. And Thriller Man, they did a record, and then Project Pat should be on that project I was just telling you about too. I got another verse from him. I got a lot, bro. Earth Gang, of course, they
sheesh.
my guys, man. I love Earth Gang and Jid.
They got a different style, different
Yeah,
sound.
I remember when Jid always just used to want to quit. He's still
Really?
like that to this day, bro. I
Well, one
talked to
minute he'll be
Doc.
like, "Bro, I'm done." Type shit.
Yeah, it's just those ones that are special always are like that. They just,
Mm,
man, I'm through with it. I can't. It's overwhelming. Plus, his first love was football. Jid's first love
right.
was football. So I remember before he went out there with Justin Bieber's DJ and started being with them out LA, he was just like, yo, Biggz, like, I don't know, bro. I can't remember what record. I always want to say it was that Never Story record, but we had started some record before he went over there. But yeah, after that, through the years, you watch Earth Gang blow up, and then Jid, and I'm still like, I still talk to Dr. Diego Doc,
Yeah.
but I'm still cool with him. He did a couple of my beat tags, but yeah, I haven't talked to Jid in a few years, but he said what's up through Doc, and same thing with Olu.
Man,
Yeah,
that's a long list. You've been in a
yeah,
lot,
bro.
dealing with a lot, bruh.
Oh yeah, bro. It's been a long time, man. I just thank God, for
Right.
blessing me to even do this long. And I watched a lot of people come in the game and go, and just tap out because of motivation or just die and all of this shit. I done seen a lot through this shit, so I just thank God I can just pass the torch.
So I do want to talk about your deals, but we are going to go to a quick commercial break,
Yeah.
another commercial break, and then when we get back, we'll touch into that.
All right,
Okay?
that's a lot.
We'll be right back after this. Ah! I hope y'all enjoyed what we just heard, because goddamn.
Hey man,
And I
appreciate
just
that.
have a feeling like there's a lot more too. So like we definitely got to do like some follow up interviews too. Whenever you
I'm
come
with
back
you, bro.
through, we got other shows too. We'll put you on. I'll show you after this.
My
But
dog.
okay. And so let's talk about the deals. So you got a distribution deal and a publishing deal.
Yeah, yep.
Let's talk about those.
So first, I'm kind of excited about these deals because I was signed to Sony at first. I had a pub deal with them through BeatStars. They had hit me like before they did that whole thing and let everybody in, but it was cool at first, and then it was like, every time I would get like a record with a major art or a mainstream artist, then they'd be on your coattail. But then when you like chilling out or you
Nowhere
on
to be
family
found.
time, no, they stop answering the phones, all of that stuff.
Right.
Then when you get another record get hot, oh yeah, da da da. So I learned that what the pattern was, and then I started when I got hot, I would call them, ask all the questions I needed to ask, get all the information I needed to get, and then do them like they did me, and then don't answer the phone. And you got to give them their energy back. And I wasn't in no major deal, so it was like I could play that
Exactly.
game with them. You know what I mean? So after I got out of that situation, I went to my homeboy K Rock. Shout out K Rock at Third Eye Productions, but he signed me to a publishing deal. He has Ocean Ties Publishing, and they're under UMG. And this guy has been having me sitting with him like in label meetings. He'll talk to the owner of Universal and Bungalow Records and all of this stuff, and I'll be right there just listening, like soaking up game.
Damn.
Like my guy talked to everybody in the game. Like Pharrell brought him in the game, so
That's hard.
and he brought me under his wing, and we went to school together. But he was like 2-3 years older than me, so like he just showed love every time. And ever since then, I was like, bro, you the motivation. I appreciate you, and kept it going from there.
How crucial are these deals to like just the next years of whatever you're doing in music?
They're real crucial. So that was the publishing deal. Now the distribution deal was with Gamma, with Lamont Graves. Shout out to my boy Zeke, because he really pushed for us to lock in with Lamont Graves. So I locked in with him. We went up there, had a meeting with him, and everything was history from there. And they're crucial because they still allow me to be independent, make my own moves, and do what I want, but still have major backing. You know what I mean? They
Right.
help with the marketing plans, the rollout. They'll even put up money if I ask them to.
Damn.
So I'm in a nice little situation. So it's like I'm just trying to make the right move with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's next after this? It's like, I don't know from your perspective, but it seems like the pieces is falling into place. I'm pretty
Right.
sure they was all there, but just
bro, and
sounds
it gave me
outside
anxiety
looking in.
for real, because it was like, oh shit, like nothing is wrong, everything is going right. So it's like, oh, what's going to happen next? But I'm really in control of all of that. So
Right.
now I just want to work on a project, start putting out projects with different artists, of course. I want to start locking in with artists, like maybe 2-3 days. We just go in there, knock out records,
Right.
drop
Like
a
a lock-in.
project. Yeah, because I like how Hit Boy's doing that.
Yeah.
But I also want to do a compilation project with the mainstream artists and some indie artists that's on the come up to kind of help, push
Bridge the
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
bridge that gap.
Bridge the gap, balance it out, all of that.
Yeah, so that's kind of like my plan right now. I'm just trying to find the motivation to not start it, because I started it already, but to keep it going and what kind of theme I want to go with.
Right.
just getting in that artist mode. Like that's me being an artist, putting all of that stuff together, getting creative with it. So
There's some people I definitely want to link you with.
yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm with it, bro.
Dang. So okay. Like I asked him, like we're still kind of in the early part of the year. What are some other things you're hoping to like knock out before this year's up?
My wedding.
Yes.
My
Wedding.
wedding.
Y'all got a date for it yet, or still
Yeah,
kind of deciding?
it's supposed to be August 24th.
Okay.
We just found a venue because the venue we had was too small. It's like a lot of people want to come, so
That's dope.
it's probably gonna be on the 31st of August.
Look,
But yeah,
once again, congrats, man.
thanks, bro. Thanks.
That's dope.
And then I also just this year I'm gonna go to the Grammys too. Cause last year I was mad because I ain't renew my membership. So this year I'm like, all right, I gotta remember to do it this
Oh,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Grammys and just continue to network and build and drop these projects.
Right.
I definitely want to drop projects.
It, can we just like I know? So you working on something? We ain't gotta
Yeah.
like touch on it.
Yeah. The project I'm working on that's the compilation one I was
Just
just
talk
telling you
about
about.
it, man. Yeah.
So
little bit.
yeah, I have like just all these records I have with these mainstream artists. I want to pick a selection of like artists just to get on some of these records and do like a DJ Khaled type of thing.
So now, is it like a certain type of theme that you're going for? Or is it just
That's
like
what I gotta figure out. The
all
theme.
hits?
That's what I gotta figure out.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I kind of like letting the music just build and speak for itself, but the direction is definitely hits every time, you know. But I don't know if I want to do different genre hits or different like just all trap or all
Right.
hip hop or all R&B
Right.
or just mix it up. So that's kind of the decision I got to make right now.
No, that's hard, man. What is something that everybody absolutely needs to know about you?
They can always hit me if they need me. 757-839-2567. And I had that number for probably 20 years too.
Just putting it out there. Like,
Yeah, bro. Hit me if you need me.
Hit me.
Like if you're trying to figure out what to do in the industry. If I don't call back, just text me, ask me your question, and I'll answer it the best way I can, or I'll try to put you in the right direction.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. All right. Is there any last words? Anything else you want to say? Anybody want to shout out other engineers, producers, studios, anything like that?
Shout out my whole team, man. Shout out just everybody, man. Shout out everybody in the town. VA, we got it. It's a lot. We just keep pushing, keep going, y'all.
And then social media, where can they find you at? Spell it out so they can find you too.
This is Biggz. THISISBIGGZ.
All right. There you have it, guys. Biggz. Appreciate you for tapping in once again. I'm Adrian Nyce. This is Mouthin Out, and we are out. Peace.
Mouthin